Superintendent Brent Vidrine of Monroe City Schools joining us this morning, kicking off our back-to-school roadblock coverage. Pleasure to have you, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
Always good to have you, sir. So starting off, kids go back to school this coming Friday, correct?
It's Friday, August 9th, half day of school, and then August 12th begins full day.
Now, I haven't asked you before, but to clarify for those at home, the reason we have this half day right before the weekend is for what?
Well, you know, it's to get the semester in before the end of the year, but also the half day allows parents to get their kids back in the group. Half day of school allows anybody who shows up new to the school that Monday, anything they need that Friday, and then at Monday to come, everybody's ready to go prepared. It gives us 2 days to get things prepared for the weekend, and then Monday full-time ready to go.
Good deal. So as we get closer and closer to that date, kids getting back into school, obviously people are going to be having to change up their routines a little bit from what they were used to during the summertime, and you know, going into school is kind of an early start. Yeah,
it is.
And for many parents at home this morning, you know, trying to at least groom their kids, get them ready to get used to that new morning routine, what are some advice you have for them? You
know, the school starts, and it's consistency. You wanna start a program, especially with young kids, doing everything. You know, the phone nowadays, it's a big issue with our students in our schools, and so I recommend the parents take the phone away from the young man or young lady at night. They can go to bed, get a night's sleep. You know, you think you're putting your child to bed at 9:30 at night, they got a phone next to them. And so people are calling them, texting them, messaging them, all kind of things. They're on social media, doing all those things. They don't get to bed till 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, and you don't know that as a parent. So I suggest you take it away, because the next morning you're waking them up at 6:30 or 7. They're sleepy. They get to school. They're tired. They're grumpy. It creates problems in the classroom. Them trying to nap. They may say something they're not supposed to in classroom. Then it becomes a discipline issue. So the problem just expounds itself over time. So one of the suggestions we do for parents is take the phone away and put it away. You're not looking at their phone, you're not checking anything. Just put it away, plug it in a safe place where the child can't get to it, especially when we look at teenagers, you know, 13, 14 years old. And parents say, well, I can't take my child's phone away. Oh, yes, you can. I think you pay the bill, I tell them all the time. So that would be one of my #1 recommendations. Also, getting them to school on time and attending every day. It's just like a job. You know, if we took a job, we were late for our job 4 or 5 days in a row, we wouldn't have a job. And then parents come in and talk to teachers and want to know what's wrong. You know, why? Well, he's missing the first part of the lesson every day. He's missing the first 20 minutes. And a lot of times, the young man or young lady will say, well, oh, we don't do anything. It's okay, Mom. It's okay, Mom. It's not okay. It's not okay to teach that early and learn that trait as we move into life.
Certainly, those are some life lessons to go ahead and start taking heed of now. Go ahead and practice those methods now, because you'll need them whenever you're in the workplace. Isn't that right? Yes,
it's just as we grow older, it's the same things we did in school we do in life. You know, you show up on time, you work hard, you do the things you're supposed to do, and it creates success, whether you're an employee or whether you're the owner of the company. You know, if you're the owner of the company, you're going to want your employees to show up on time. So it works both ways.
Turning now to some other topics and things going on, I'm curious to know if there's any new programs that are going to be introduced this year under Monroe City Schools.
You know, we look at it, we just refine the things that we've done. We look at it, you know, starting from, you know, our buses with, you know, we put cameras on our buses all this past school year, and now we're starting to put it in place right there. We'll look at schools. We always looking at new curriculums that we put in. All of our curriculums that we apply in our classrooms are Tier 1 curriculums from the state of Louisiana. All of them have been vetted as the top curriculum that we can use in our classrooms for the testing that we do in Louisiana. So that's our focus. The next thing we do is we work with our teachers, look at each individual student data, look at each child as an individual. I think when you do that, finding what their weaknesses are, making sure that we teach the curriculum on level, grade level. If it's 5th grade, we teach it 5th grade. 7th grade, teach it 7th grade. And we want to do that, and then look for those weak parts in the student, and then come back and remediate those weak parts for those students. And so look at each individual child is a thing that we try to do every year. And then when people say, is that something new? Yes, it's new, because we need to do it every year with every child, a focus.
Good to know. Wrapping up here, Superintendent, I want to ask you, despite your many, many years in education, I want to know, what is it this year that you're most excited about?
You know, just to see kids' faces when they come into school. School is a fun place for students, you know, and if I tell folks every day, I talk to my staff, my students, I tell them, if you're having a bad day, go around children. Adults aren't much fun most of the time. You know, and I joke and laugh and I say that because adults have bad memories, and they keep things up, they keep things withheld. As we grow, the more things happen to us. But kids, they're fun every day. They show up a new day. The worst child on Monday is the best child on Tuesday, and the best child on Tuesday is the worst child on Wednesday, as you just look through it. So kids are fun. It's exciting. That's what I enjoy doing. I prefer to be around children all day. Like I said, they'll make you laugh and say the darndest things. You know, imagine, I tell parents, you got 1 or 2, 3, 4 at home. We've got 9,000 of them that just say the darndest things every day and just shake your head and make you fun. But it's exciting just to have them back, to see their faces, smiling faces, and wanting to learn. And that's the big part. Just coming to school because they're learning, they're excited about learning, and you can't make that up.
Superintendent Vidrine, always good to have you, sir. Best of luck as the school year starts this coming week. We'll have all these stories from our back-to-school coverage, including this interview, posted on our website on myarklamiss.com.